Hello YouTube, welcome back to yet another video. It's your boy Jim Graphics. In today's video I'll be teaching you guys how to design a church flyer in coreldraw. If you're new here, consider subscribing by clicking on the red button below and turn on the bell icon in order not to miss any of my future upload. So guys, over here are the stock images we'll be using for this tutorial, and I have this picture. I got this from Google, and we'll be taking out the background. So we'll be going from this to this. If you're yet to understand how to take out background in Photoshop or CorelDRAW, you can go and check out my previous videos. I have a video where you can learn how to take out background in Photoshop and in CorelDRAW. So without wasting any further of your time guys, let's get straight to the video. Welcome to CorelDRAW, and the first thing we're going to do is change the size of our frame to A5 and change the dimension to landscape. Okay, change the unit to inches, and the next thing we're going to do is import our stock images. So the first thing we're going to do now is either you go to file and click on import, or right click over here and select import. Now locate where your files are saved, and all you need to do is just select Ctrl A to select all and click on import. So once it's done, all you need to do is click and drag this way. Just click and drag to paste them here. Alright, so boom, this is what we're going to have. So I'm going to take this off since we've taken out the background already, so delete, and we'll bring this to the side and also this way. Alright, so now the next thing I'm going to do is, as you can see, we don't have a rectangle frame here, so we can't do anything yet. So the next thing we're going to do is double click on the rectangle, and once you do that, it will bring itself to the frame we have already. So double click. As you can see, it's here. So the next thing we're going to do is we'll have a stroke here. We call this stroke. Alright guys, so to remove this black stroke, just right click on this icon here and it's gone. Okay guys, so the next thing we're going to do now is bring in this background, which is our main background. We'll be working with multiple backgrounds here, so guys, just stick around and learn. So what I'm going to do is scale this to this size, to the frame size, and go to your effects on your menu bar if you're using Corel 2020. But if you're not using Corel 2020, just go to bitmap and locate creative. Under creative, locate blur, and under blur, locate Gaussian blur. So for this case, we're using Corel 2020. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my effect and locate my blur and use Gaussian blur. All right, so guys, just reduce something to like 10 or 11 is fine, and click OK. So the next thing I'm going to do is right click on this and select power clip to place it inside the frame. As you can see guys, it's not looking nice, so right click, select power clip inside, then this arrow is going to come up, and just place it inside the frame by clicking this way, and boom, this is what we're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do guys is I'm going to use my Eyedropper tool. We'll call it color Eyedropper tool. It's used to pick up color in CorelDRAW. So select, and you can locate any color of your choice. As you can see, it's anywhere I'm placing it, it's changing and selecting the color. So just select this color and place it here. This is what you're going to have. So I'm going to adjust this color by clicking on this frame and double clicking over here, and I'm going to adjust the color this way. So this is fine and good to go for now. So the next thing we're going to do now is I'm going to bring this background. Now I'll select my transparency tool and fade out this part. All right, so note this: in CorelDRAW, if you want to fade out multiple parts, you can't just fade out this part and come here to be fading this part. It's not going to work. So if you fade out a particular side, all you need to do is bitmap, convert to bitmap, and once you do that, select RGB, and once you do that, you can blend the other parts. Okay, so you can do that same thing applicable to this bitmap, and come over here, drag this way, bitmap, and do the same to the down. As you can see, it's now blended. The next thing I'm going to do now is change my blend mode to overlay. Select overlay and we're good. So bring this over here and right click on it, select power clip and place it inside this container. So as you can see, everything is grouped on one. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is copy my text and paste. Ctrl C to copy, and select your text tool, click here and paste. Ctrl V to paste. Now drop your tool using your pick tool and select the font size, just reduce it, just keep it here, and boom. The next thing we're going to do is bring in the church logo, and place it over here. All right, now I'm going to select the church name and paste here. I want to change the color to white. Break this apart and select all, Ctrl A. Now press Shift F3 on your keyboard to change the uppercase to change the case to uppercase. Now bold it and drop the 2. Now change the alignment to right. Now I'm going to select the ministry and color it yellow. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is copy the theme, scale this up and click on Ctrl K on your keyboard to break apart. Now I'm going to break this apart. Select, I want to cut the text apart. Click on Ctrl K to break it apart. So what I mean by breaking apart is when you click on Ctrl K and to break it apart, it means the text will be separated from each other. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is change the text to uppercase, that's capital letter. Now I'm going to break this apart also. Select Ctrl K on your keyboard. Now the font I'm going to use for this is called Pepsi, the Pepsi font. Pepsi font. All right, so this is the font we'll be using for this, and the font I'm going to be using for this, I can't pronounce it actually, so I'll just type it, and don't worry, I'm going to put the link of everything in the down description below so you can check it out. Okay, so this is the font we'll be using for this. Okay guys, so the next thing I'm going to do now is break this apart. Select Ctrl K on your keyboard. Now as you can see, they are all separated. So what I'm going to do now is select this and join it with this. So this together and this apart. Okay, so that's what I mean by break apart. Control K on your keyboard. So the next thing I'm going to do is scale this up. The letter B, scale it up, and scale the letter L. If you want to apply same to make sure they are the same, all you need to do is just click on Ctrl R. Since you've already done it here, click on Ctrl R, it will apply itself to the letter L. So the next thing I'm going to do is just drag this here and highlight all, then press Ctrl Shift, that's Ctrl plus Shift, and now you can click on your arrow, the left arrow on your keyboard. I'll put the sign somewhere so you can see it on your keyboard. So once you do that, this is the function. It reduces or increases the space between the text. All right, so what I want to do is just bring them a bit together, and this is fine. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring this here. Now convert this to curve. So once you convert it to curve, you can edit it, you can change the font. It's already an object. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is reduce this part. All right, this way. So the next thing I'm going to do is do the same. Select this, click on Ctrl plus Shift, then click on the right and left arrow on your keyboard to reduce or increase the space. The next one I'm going to do is just place this. Now place this over here and drag this to make sure it's aligned with the letter N, as you can see over here. Now this letter B, bring it forward a bit to align. So I'm going to change this to white so we can see what we're doing. All right, so now you can push this forward. Something applicable to this. So what we're going to do now is bring in this background, the gold background, and place it inside the letter B this way. That is, right click and select power clip. All right, so do the same. Apply it to this, also apply to this. So this is what we're going to have, guys, and the next thing we're going to do is apply a shadow to this letter B. Now under the property bar, select the feather, which is here, shadow feathering, reduce it to 5. So once you do that, what you're going to do is drop the 2, and as you can see, the shadow and the letter B is together. So select Ctrl K on your keyboard to break the shadow and the text apart this way. So as you can see, it's actually apart. So what we're going to do is bring this forward a bit. All right, so as you can see, it's creating like a demarcation between the letter B and the letter O. All right, so same thing we're going to do to this letter. Apply a shadow to it. Now change the feathering to 5 as we did before. So bring this down. Just is actually like reducing the, making it lighter or darker. So once you push this down to the black, it will make it darker. If you push it to this, it will make it lighter. So just bring this down to make it a bit dark. Now drop your 2 using your pick tool. As I said in my previous video, pick tool is used to drop any tool. So now what we're going to do is click on Ctrl K on your keyboard to break same shadow and text apart. Now push it forward. As you can see, it's behind, guys. The shadow is behind. So what we're going to do is select all. Alright. So once you select all, click on Shift Page Up on your keyboard to bring it forward, as you can see. So the next one we're going to do, guys, is we're going to apply a stroke, a white stroke. To apply a white stroke, all you need to do is come to this color and right click on it. Okay, so as you can see, we have a white stroke. So to increase the stroke, on your property bar we have this. Just come to this place. All right, outline weight and increase to 3. All right, so to edit this outline, come over to this place and double click on this color. Now the property of the stroke will come out. We call it outline pen. So come over to the corners and select round corners. All right, now select behind fill. You can use my settings, guys. Use my settings. Select behind fill. So as you can see, it's reflecting on the text. All right, this is before and this is after. Now increase it to 4. All right, so I think we're okay with this. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is select our letter B and go to object. All right, select outline to object. That is converting it from outline to an object. All right, so this is what we're going to have. Once you do that, it will separate the stroke with the text. All right, so Ctrl Z to go back. Now what we're going to do is do the same to this object, convert outline to object. Same with this, convert outline to object. So as you can see, guys, they are all separated. All right, so Ctrl Z to go back. Now what we're going to do is give it like a shiny effect. Now select your interactive fill tool on your tools bar. Now drag this way. All right, so select this first node and select this. Now we can use this to select our color, black, and give this black. All right, so what we're going to do is, if you want to add another color, just double click on this line to add a node. Now you can, all you need to do is just select any color of your choice. Okay, select any color of your choice. You can follow my settings, guys. As you can see, we're having like a 3D shining, like it's creating a good stroke to the gold. All right, we're having a good golden color, as you can see, creating a very nice effect to it. All right, guys, so this is what you are going to have. Let's add some white or yellow color here. Alright, guys, so the next thing we're going to do is apply this color. As you can see, guys, we have our stroke this way. So what we're going to do is apply this color to this white stroke over here. All you need to do is select, like, use your right click and drag. and copy the fill here. All right, drag and copy fill. So as you can see, it has applied itself. You can do the same to this one. So if you don't want to do this, if you don't know how to do this, all you need to do is you can do it one after the other. So I don't want to waste that time here. So this is what we're going to have. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is do the same to this letter below. So the next thing we're going to do is add a stroke to this one, but before the stroke, let's add our color. Now select this interactive fill tool and drag this way. Now you can drag your black color or a gray color over here. All right, just add a gray color to give it a grayish look. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, guys, is alright, so the next one we're going to do is add a stroke. I'm going to add a white stroke again, as you can see. Now go back to this. So guys, my feature have disappeared here, like the stroke feature have disappeared here. So what we're going to do is click on F12 on your keyboard to bring it, in case you don't see it anywhere around. So what we're going to do is increase this to 3 and the weight to 3. Use the corners as round, then use behind fill to take that to the back and click OK. All right, so the next one we're going to do is same thing. Go to your object, select outline to object. Okay, all right, so this is what we're going to have. So the next thing I'm going to do is same thing, interactive fill tool, select and drag to the outline, that's to the stroke. Now add black over here, same, just drag anyhow you feel like, anyhow you want it to look. Okay, to your tests, just put it into the line. You understand? So it's the same thing, just like I don't want to, you know, like double click to add, so I'm just dragging the colors to this place. Okay, so you can also do the same. All right, so you can do the same, just your taste, how you want it to look like, guys. I believe I'm not confusing anybody. I'm not confusing anybody here. So drag as you want. So as you can see, it's giving us a cool effect to the text. All right, guys, so now the next thing we're going to do is just edit this a bit, take it up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is reduce this a bit. All right, and bring this over here. Now select all and change to uppercase, shift F3 on your keyboard, and this is going to come up. Click OK to change it to capital letter. Now what we're going to do is break this apart, and you can leave it as Arial, just bold it and give it italic font. And all right, so just use your shape tool, select this stuff down here, I don't know the name, and just drag it up to reduce the spacing. Okay, so do this, drag this a bit and bring this goldish color and place it inside by right clicking on it and select power clip. Now place it in here. All right, so as you can see, it's not fitted to the text. So what you're going to do is right click again and edit power clip. Now place it over here, just drag to your text and click on finish. and we're good. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is bring in this rectangle and draw a line over here. All right, so give it a white color, remove the black stroke, and what you're going to do is double select this shape like the line this way, 1 and 2. So once you double select it, it's going to change to this. Now use the midpoint, that is this. All right, drag it this way and bring it over here. All right guys, so this is what we're going to have, and all you need to do is just select this color and fill it to this place. All right, so this is what we are going to have. Now I'm going to bring this present over here, and I'm just change to uppercase as usual, shift F3 and select OK, bold it, italics, and bring this to the middle. All right, give it a white color and just leave it there for now. Next one we're going to do, guys, is edit our power clip and select your interactive fill tool to fade this background a bit. All right, so because it looks so bright, so just reduce it, and boom, this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do, guys, is apply a shadow to this. Select it and group it. When I mean group, make it grouped. All right, group both objects together. Now select your shadow tool, apply. All right, so once you do that, is increase this and change the feather to like 10. All right, so drop and break the shadow apart. So once you do that, you have this. Now drag it down. All right, so this is what you're going to have. Now apply shadow to this one also. Break the shadow apart, Ctrl K on your keyboard, and drag this down. Okay guys, so this is what you are going to have. Now the next thing I'm going to do is bring in this picture and place it over here. All right, now what you're going to do is select your interactive transparency tool and fade out this part. All right, so once you do that, you're good to go. So just place this here and leave it there for now. And the next one we're going to do is bring in this background, place it over here, guys. Use your interactive transparency tool, sorry, and fade out this part. All right, bitmap. Remember earlier the first thing we did was to bitmap. All right, now you can fade out this part. If you don't bitmap, guys, you can't fade out multiple parts, as I said earlier. Now bitmap and fade out this part. All right, in case you're confused, you can drop me a comment where you don't understand, and fade out this part. Now select your interactive fill tool again, and interactive transparency tool again, and change the blend mode to screen. All right, so once you change to screen, and this is what you're going to have, all you need to do is just drag it to your taste. Like you can see, it's creating like a line, like a good background, like a cool one behind there. Now select it and right click, select power clip and place it inside the container. As you can see, it's inside. So this is what you're going to have, as you can see. Now what you're going to do is bring in this background also, and bring this here. These are like far away. Now bring this and place it over here. All right, so once you do that, as you can see, it's not looking cool. So to do that, to make it blend with the background, select your interactive transparency tool and drag over here to fade these parts as we did earlier. Bitmap. I told you if you don't bitmap, you can fade out multiple parts. So it's not like Photoshop where you can, just use your brush and fade out everywhere. This is different. This is coreldraw. All right, so it's easier in Photoshop though, but I don't mostly do Photoshop tutorials, so just fade out this part. So once you do that, select and change your blend mode to screen, and boom, as you can see guys, nothing is here. So just drag this down and power clip inside this place, and this is what you're going to have. So we're having like a light behind, okay, like a stage. All right, so we have born great but tie down. The next thing we're gonna do is bring in this background, and what we're going to do now is change it to gray, like black and white. Now to do that, go to bitmap and select mode. Under mode, select grayscale, and boom, this is what you're going to have. So the next one we're going to do guys is blend this to the background. Select your transparency tool as usual, blend this part, bitmap, blend this part, bitmap. All right, so as I told you, you can do multiple at the same time if you don't bitmap. All right, so guys, this is what you're going to have. Now change the blend mode to screen. All right, so select and reduce, select this white and reduce the brightness or the exposure. Okay guys, so now this is what you're going to have. Now select it and power clip inside. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, so the next one we're going to do is bring in this background and blend it also, bitmap, blend this part, bitmap. So guys, if you don't understand the first one, you should understand the second one. If you don't understand the second one, you should understand this one. Now go to your blend mode and select color dodge. All right, so this is what you're going to have. So as you can see, it's creating a very cool effect to this background here. All right, so select and power clip inside the frame. Now this is what you are going to have. Just expose this a bit, drag this up a bit. All right, now guys, this is what you are going to have. So the next one we're going to do is bring in this date, copy and paste over here. I'm going to change that to white and click on Ctrl K on your keyboard to break them apart. So once you do that, bring this over here and change the font to this and break this apart, break apart. So now scale this up, right? So select this node and drag this down a bit, copy this color and just fill it here. Why I'm copying is because I don't want to be like, we've done it before, so there's nothing new here to be redoing. So the next one we're going to do guys is I'm going to select this, give it same color and put this here, put this here. Now the next thing we're going to do, sorry, I just want to reduce this. Now break this apart, change this to uppercase and bring it over here also to this. Now the next thing we're going to do guys is change this color to yellow and leave this to this. All right, so now the next thing we're going to do is bring this over here and change this to 5 to 6:30 p.m. Okay, so we're using the same font, so there's no need changing the font, and I'm just repeating. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do, guys, is watch carefully, guys, watch carefully. All right, now select your shadow tool and apply here. Now in this case, go to this blend mode and change to add. Okay, so once you do that, use this shadow color and give it a light or cyan color, call it sky blue. Now increase this. Okay, increase the feather. As you can see, guys, you can see what we're having. Change this to add, then change the color to blue. Okay, so you can reduce this a bit, and this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is bring in the rectangle and draw a line here also. Okay, so copy this color and fill it, remove the stroke and drag this one down also. Okay, guys, so this is what we're going to have at the end of this. This is what we're going to have now, guys. As you can see, you're understanding and you're catching up so fast. This is awesome. Okay, so the next one we're going to do, guys, is bring our rectangle again and draw a line over here. Sorry, not the line, a box. Okay, so give it a red color. Okay, a red color. I want it so shiny, so I'm using RGB. Now select, let's reduce the, all right, this is awesome. So use your interactive transparency tool and blend over here, bitmap, and blend over here also. Okay, now bring in this the address and place it over here. Now if you find yourself, as you can see, the stuff is hidden behind, like the text. Now press on shift page up on your keyboard. Okay, just bold it and place that over there, and boom, you can just leave it there for now. Now the next thing we're going to do is bring in this text featuring blah blah blah, copy, paste over here, and leave that, and this is what you're going to have for now. Now break this apart, copy, select, Ctrl A, now shift F3 to change the uppercase. Use uppercase to make a capital letter. Now bold it and give it the yellow color. Now select your shape tool and drag this, just expand it this way, and select bold, click on letter C. I've taught you guys this thing before. In case you're new, guys, letter C is center alignment. Okay, just in case this text is here, let's say, and you select both of them and select C, it will bring it to the middle. Okay, that is center alignment. I can sing, sure. Okay, guys, so now this is what you're going to have. So the last thing we'll have here is this. All right, now put it over here and give it a white color. We're going to put this as ministering. Now change to uppercase, shift F3. Now same applicable to this, just select your shape tool, and once you click on it, just drag this either to expand or to reduce. Okay, so in this case we are expanding. Now break apart, uppercase, change to bold it, and here we go, guys. Now we have this. You can leave this here. Okay, guys, we've gotten to this point that a subscriber asked me on Facebook on how to use lens flare. Okay, this light flare here. He said he downloaded his with background. Guys, light flare sometimes comes with background. Okay, you might not have PNG. Okay, so all these are just, as you can see, this one has a background. Let me show you. Now it has a black background. So to apply it, this design that we're doing, it's only this way. You can see it has a black background there, so you can see. So all you need to do is just select this. As you can see in coreldraw, you need to blend. You need to just blend to, not like Photoshop with brush, you just brush this black out. So just bitmap. All right, we're getting to where you won't see the black again. All right, so just blend this, just blend the edges, just the edges. That's what we want. All right, so we don't want so this is what you're going to have. So the next thing we're going to do is just select, pay attention. All right, select this interactive fill tool, interactive transparency tool, and go to your blend mode. In coreldraw we call it blend, in Photoshop we call it blend mode. Here, as you can see, we have merge mode. All right, select and go to screen, and boom, as you can see, I've answered your question. This is how to achieve this. All right, this is how to achieve this light flare. It's the same thing in Photoshop. All right, the same thing, just this different method, depend on who is doing it. Okay, so it's the same thing. This is how to apply it. Very simple to apply. So I can just choose to, you know, if you want to put anyone anywhere, if you want to have double, anyhow you feel like you want it, just place it there anyhow. All right, guys, so this is just how to do this, nothing more, nothing less. So the next thing we're gonna do, guys, is bring in, import some icon. Okay, some icons. All right, date, time, location. Now if you don't know where to download this, all you need to do is just go to Google and download. Okay, guys, so we're going to place this time icon to this one. Now as you can see, guys, it's on black and we can't change the color. Not we can't change the color, we can't change the color yet because it came as a JPEG. All right, so now what we're going to do is go to your bitmap it, and select bitmap again, go to mode. Now select, in this case, select black and white, not gray. All right, so this is what you're going to have. And okay, go to your trace bitmap, select outline trace, line art, and click. Wait for it to load. As you can see, it's loaded. Now you can delete this one and give this any color of your choice. We have white now. All right, guys, did you understand? If you understand, give this video a thumbs up. All right, if you don't understand, also give it a thumbs up because you understand and know the use of this in the nearest future. Do the same to this bitmap. All right, blend mode, trace bitmap, outline trace, line art, and wait for it to load, guys. Boom, this is what we're gonna have. Delete this one and give it a white color. Boom, guys, amazing, right? And sorry, this one is coming over here and this one is coming over here, so we're gonna do the same thing to this one. Okay, guys, so and trace bitmap, outline traced, and wait for it to load again. And once it's done loading, as you can see guys, this one, don't just click OK. Look at the preview here. Now what you're going to do is click on specify. All right, just specify the color, click OK. Now select and ungroup, just remove, sorry, just delete the white ones, and boom, this is what you're going to have, and give it a white color now. All right, so this is what you are going to have, guys. Now the next thing we're going to do is this is big. All right, so bring your ruler and justify everything. Now reduce this one, delete and delete. All right guys, so this is what we are gonna have. Now what you're going to do is clap for yourself. You've made it to this point. Now select your rectangle tool and drag this way. Just give it this shape. Okay, now I know you're confused. To give it this shape is very simple. Okay, drag, just draw your rectangle and go to this point, corner settings, give it to like 1. Sorry, it's locked. Now give it to 1, this side and this side. So it's just the same thing. Okay, let's say it's too much, 0.1 and 0.1, or you can change it to 2 if you wish. Now give it the yellow color and bring this up and give it a black color. Okay guys, this is what we're going to have, but it's big. Okay, okay guys, so this is what we are going to have. Now as you can see guys, this is how to design a church flyer in coreldraw. If you have any question guys, don't hesitate to drop me a comment in the comment section below. You can hit me up on Instagram at Jim Junior, Jim_Junior1 at Instagram. Follow me on Facebook, and guys, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video with your friends. Invite your friends to this channel. We're all one family. Alright guys, so see you in my next video. Bye.